So we finally left the Marquesas. We left from the island of Oahu. We are heading across the Tuamotos. We've kind of got to time it with the high water slack to get into the passes. So we're keeping a steady pace of around 6 knots so we can go in on the Thursday morning one. Otherwise you do it at night or you do it on low water, and because we've never done it before, we kind of we're going by what is recommended, really.
You and me, we're family. The bond that we share is as deep as the sea. No matter how rough things may come to be, you and me, we're family. Sing ho, hey long.
Still use the traditional canoes out here with the outrigger, and I think that's to stop them tipping over when they pull their nets in from the fishing. They do have like the traditional wooden ones, but they also have these kind of modern fiberglass ones which they actually compete in. We've seen them racing around the island, and it does get quite competitive.
We had had a wonderful time in Oahu, but it was time to move on.
And we're off again. This is the first night watch on a 4-day passage to the Tuamotos. We've left Oapoa, which means we leave the Marquesas behind and head to a new group of French Polynesian islands. So we've buddied up with another Amel, actually, and the name escapes me at the moment, but it's the African sea witch, or Poseidon's daughter, because it would be Bartholomew or something. But anyway, it's Scott's boat, and he's just over there. There's some cheeky weather ahead. It's been forecast. Quite high swells and strong winds. We have to arrive in Fakarava, which is the first island we're going to hit in the Tuamotos, at a very precise time. You can only enter the atoll, the sort of inside of the kind of this extinct volcano bit, at a very precise time, at high water, because any other time it's impossible to get in. So we're trying to maintain a steady 6 knots. We're just doing under that at the moment, but we're still in the lee of the land. And within the next hour we're expecting the swell to pick up and the winds to pick up. So we're trying to time this very precisely and looking out for each other. Unfortunately, we've lost the speaker of the VHF, as well as the alternator, as well as the in-mast furler. So slowly, one by one, our systems are going down, and we've got nowhere to kind of get spare parts or to replace them with. But we're still going, and we've got four night watches ahead. We've obviously Antonio's left us now, so we've only got the Rowan, me and Irenka, and the boys are going to start sort of splicing in there as well. We're going to see if they can start getting enough for the night watches, because at the end of this trip Rowan will be leaving us in Tahiti, which leaves just me and Irenka for the night watches, so we've got to get the boys trained up pretty sharpish.
So yeah, it's been very windy. We've got 3 reefs in the Genoa, or more than 3 reefs, nearly 3 reefs in the main and 3 reefs in the mizzen, and we're still going at 6.5 knots average speed. And yeah, the swells probably, it says it's supposed to be nearly 3 meters, but it feels like more than that. But it's fine, because this Amel can handle that. We're also left with our friend Scott on his Amel as well, so we ended up kind of buddy boating this trip, because actually if you think about it, this is one of the most remote areas of sea that we'll probably end up in, and it's always good to have you know, someone close by in case, you know, either of you get into a situation. But that never happens, does it?
Even though he's got no AIS.
Yeah, the only issue is that he's got, well, we can't spot him. We can see him by sight, he's just over there, but he hasn't got you didn't notice?
No.
He hasn't got AIS, and our VHF doesn't really work, but you know, we could always wave him down if anything happens, or vice versa. So yeah, it's been quite choppy, so you know, obviously you're thrown right into it, from no sailing for a few weeks into this massive sea state, but kind of getting used to it. Watches, Woody does a watch till 2, Then the children all do the watches from 2 till 5. Rowan starts it off and then the boys join her. And then I come on at 5 and kind of do the rest of the morning. And daytime, it's pretty much just all of us again. But yeah, that's it so far. No fish yet.
We're doing night watches to practice, which is very tiring.
Today on the menu, we have French onion soup with garlic croutons and flatbread. Done in a light olive oil, shallow baked on the hob, which is powered by solar. For the bubbles.
Yeah, so Woody quite fancies himself in the kitchen, and he's been quite busy making a few things. I'm going to show you what else he's been doing. What's that?
Corned beef and potato pasty. Mine.
So that's a flapjack, and it's got loads of nuts and fruit and stuff like that in it. So yeah, he's busy cooking things up because he's always worried about his tummy, and we're sailing the boat. Are you worried about your tummy, Woody? Whoa.
Somebody has to be.
Yeah, so there's a bit of an issue because of the swell. Everything's going flying, and yeah, we have to, like, what else have we lost? We've lost a cup so far.
And the microwave.
Oh, and the microwave yet again, but I think that it's just the door that keeps falling off, but it is fixable, and the microwave still works amazingly.
Have you ever dreamt of a lifestyle like this? Well, here's some really exciting news for you. You can have access to comprehensive guidance crafted by us, Irenka and Woody, seasoned world cruisers, yachting instructors and parents. We've taught thousands of people how to sail, and as a cruising family, we've sailed tens of thousands of miles across the world's oceans.
Now you can access that knowledge from our Patreon platform. So, if you want to shift your life from traditional school and work towards boat schooling, remote working, minimalist living, and a remarkable life experience, then find out how by visiting www.mothershipadrift.com or click on the links in the description below. See you out there.
This is day 3 and we're on the final 100 miles. So the wind has dropped as forecast, and actually the swell has settled down a bit as well. It's not as big and they're more spaced apart, so it's quite nice. We have kind of like taken out the main now because it's the wind's behind, so we don't want that main flogging around, so we've put that away, and we've got the full Genoa out now and the full mizzen. And we're doing a nice sort of 5 to 6 knots. We're due to arrive at 5. We don't want to slow down anymore, but so we might get the pole out this evening to make sure we can keep this speed. We can slow down when we get a little bit closer, but it's really difficult to time at such a long distance, even at 100 miles. But yep, so everyone's doing fine. Lots of reading going on and lots of onion soup every day. And what else is popular and fashionable at the moment?
Very popular, I must say, is the freshly baked flatbread.
Okay, so yeah, everyone seems to be asking flatbread every day now, so it's a regular thing, and the soup is kind of, it's an everlasting pot of soup. Well, with different soups each day, but it seems to work. Yeah, if we don't get the pole out, then the sail flogs when the wind sort of drops to the stern. Just a minute, boys, please. So we decided to get the pole out so the head sail doesn't flog and we keep our speed up. You know, it's kind of like rocking and rolling a bit, so that's flogging our sails and slowing our speed. But yeah, pole's all out, and so now we can control it a bit better. And we've got these birdies that keep landing on our solar panel, which we don't really like, because what they do is they do their business and then the solar doesn't work. I'll show you. Get off! Ah! Cheeky! Yeah, what are they doing?
You keep on landing on the solar arch. There's also loads of people on the underside of the oppie because they landed underneath it and then they just stay there.
How's the passage going so far?
Yeah, pretty good.
Do you like it? Do you want it to be over? What have you been doing this whole 4 days?
Reading.
Reading a lot, haven't you? How about you, Darok?
Reading. I finished Trash, which was an okay book, and then I read Dog Days, which was a brilliant novel, and then I'm starting to read I can't pronounce the name, but it's a book about this girl who lives on a farm and she rides horses with her mean dad.
So we're on the final night watch. We've got to aim to be there precisely at high water, because if we don't, we could have up to 10 knots of tide against us, because basically it builds up in the middle of the atoll and then it just funnels out through this small entrance, and if we get it wrong, we've got to wait another 12 hours before we can get back in. We're kind of adjusting our speed as we get closer, just to hit that sweet spot.
So we're just arriving in the Tuamotos in the island of Whakaramu, and yeah, the thing about these islands is that they're just atolls, and so they're so flat you can hardly see it, and they spread out over quite a wide distance, and you've got to time it as well. So we're high water slack is about 10, and we're aiming to go through just before that. So we're going nice and slow now, waiting for everyone to wake up. The sun's coming up, and then we'll, in about a couple of hours, we'll be at the pass, and then we'll go through.
So I'm wondering if there's any ants on the island, because I assume there isn't, but who knows, maybe I'm wrong.
I want to go swimming.
What do you want to do?
Swim.
Okay, so we're just going through the pass now. This is what we've been waiting for the last 4 days, but I'm quite nervous about it, I've got to say, because I'm not sure what the speed of the current is going to be as we go through. Suddenly, the depth is going to get really shallow suddenly. Just watch it.
So we're going through the pass. This is what we've had to time it for the last 4 days. And then we had a major panic last night because we realised that our estimates were based on not Polynesian time. It was, I don't know, I think it was still on Galapagos time or something. And so when we adjusted it, we were suddenly going to miss the pass, so we kind of had to speed up. But anyway, we made it early in the end, and now we're going through at slack tide, which is perfect. And it's beautiful. There's barely any breeze, and still quite a little bit nervous.
I'm spending my birthday here.
And whose birthday are we going to spend here?
Hey!
Whose birthday is it?
Well, me and Rowan's. I was born on Rowan's birthday, so we both have July the 10th as our birthday.
It's not that my birthday was the same day Dari was born. It's Dari was born on my birthday. You were doing some ad work.
Crystal clear water. Can we please put the lines out? It's like perfect. I was bound to catch a fish.
So So the speed as we're going through, it started at 4.8 and we've gone up to 6.1, so there must be some flow in. I kind of thought I'd be more surfing than this, but I'm glad I'm not. But yeah, it's definitely gone up a knot considerably as we're going right through this pass now. So there's fish, so Darren's getting his lines out, and now we've got to find this channel that goes up to the town. That's what we're doing now. I think we're through the pass. So the depth as well went down from like 1,000 meters, suddenly went down to 30 meters, which is also a little bit freaky.
So when we're on passage, we have a bit of a belts and braces approach to keeping the anchor on the deck. So we've got a bit of rope that goes through there, and the snubber hooks onto the chain here as well. And obviously we've got it fastened off at the windlass back here.
After 4 days at sea with terrible swell and kind of boring wind, we have arrived in the paradise, the Tuamotos. I am so excited to go swimming. Like, I haven't been able to swim for ages, so I'm gonna jump in. And also we're near our buddy boat, so I'm gonna go say hi to our buddy boats. I'm gonna swim over, then I'm gonna have a much needed shower, and then I'm pretty sure we're gonna go explore. Rowan needs to let off some energy. Hi! This little rascal has been everything. He's been like everywhere and doing upside down, spinning. I have missed land. I like the ocean, but you know, a girl needs her land. I'm gonna get the paddleboard out. Yeah, I'm gonna catch up on school because I'm doing some projects. One is about Suriname and the problems there and how I would change them. And the second one is about the sunbursts and just how to know if we intervene with tribes or not. And then this Sunday, and it is Thursday today, it's my birthday and Darry's birthday, which I shouldn't forget to say.
Do you want to take the mirror, boy?
What?
Hello again.
Manjo then.
We're picking up a mooring buoy because our friends have a train caught in coral, so we thought it'd be a better idea. That is the mooring buoy.
So we're about to get on the mooring buoy, finally, and I can't wait to go swimming.
Mooring buoys help to preserve the coral, so we prefer mooring buoys and anchors.
That's embarrassing. Yeah, I got it. Rowan.
Woody got straight on to cleaning the bird poo off the solar panels so we could get maximum power from the sun. So stay tuned for more adventures as we sail around the world. If you want to find out how to fix your boat, go to our Mothership maintenance channel, and if you've got any questions you want to ask us, join our Patreon family.
I had a dream last night about a bird